I'm Jeff Sewell of the Cheeksville Clapper. And I'm Raymond Eaton of the Beantown Daily Trumpet. This week, we're taking a look at Saltburn, the new film from Emerald Fennell, the writer and director of Promising Young Woman. Saltburn stars Barry Keoghan, who seems to be everywhere at the moment, as Oliver, a student at Oxford who becomes obsessed with his fellow student, the wealthier and more popular Felix, played by Jacob Elordi. Oliver soon insinuates himself into Felix's inner circle, getting himself invited to spend the summer with Felix and his family at Saltburn, their sprawling estate in the English countryside. From there, Oliver's fixation with Felix deepens and takes a dark and bizarre turn. Saltburn boasts beautiful cinematography and several outstanding performances, but it's weighed down by a slow pace, an excessive running time, and an ending that stumbles by explaining too much. Additionally, its major themes and story beats feel so familiar that while watching it, I could never quite shake the feeling that I'd seen at least some of it before. However, Barry Keoghan's turn as Oliver is truly remarkable, and if nothing else, the film deserves credit for the sheer audacity of a few scenes. So, despite my problems with it, I give Saltburn a moderate recommendation. Jeff? Are you going to talk about the dude fucking a grave? Jeff? Oh, sorry, should I have said spoiler alert? Spoiler alert, everybody! Sorry if I ruined anything for those of you who are planning on watching the movie and now won't get to be surprised by the scene where the dude straight up fucks a grave! As I said, things do take a turn for the bizarre. Do they? It sounded like you agreed with me a moment ago. I don't know, normally when I think of things associated with the word bizarre, I think of unexplained occurrences, or uncanny coincidences, or something surreal like the works of René Magritte, or Salvador Dali, or the films of David Lynch, or Luis Buñuel, but the one thing the word bizarre never placed in front of my mind's eye was the image of a dude fucking a grave. What word would you use? I don't know. I don't have a word for it yet. I never saw a dude fuck a grave before. I never even thought that was an option. You seem preoccupied with that one scene. Didn't any of the other, let me just say, outlandish scenes in the film make an impression? You mean the scene where the main dude spies on the other dude jacking off in the bathtub, and then when the other dude leaves, the main dude sneaks into the bathroom and drinks the jizz water? For example. Or the scene where the main dude eats out the other dude's sister while she's on her period and licks the blood off his fingers, and then she licks her own blood off his fingers? That's another example. Or the scene where the dude dances naked through the mansion to murder on the dance floor, which would be the most memorable scene of any other movie, but barely even registers in this one, because how am I supposed to be impressed by a naked dude dancing around when just a few minutes before that, I was watching that same dude take off all of his clothes, lie down on top of a freshly filled in grave, push his cock into the loose, rain-moistened soil, and fuck the grave! As I said, the film is audacious. The filmmakers are obviously intending to shock the audience. Do people fuck graves? Is that like a thing that I just missed somehow? I don't think so. That's why the, transgressive elements of the film are so transgressive, because they aren't part of our expectations, which are derived from our common experiences. That must be why, when I was in college taking screenwriting classes, my professor never said, "Okay, aspiring filmmakers, today I'm going to teach you how to convey strong emotions through the actions of your characters. For starters, if your hero is experiencing a profound sense of loss following the death of another character, an excellent way to indicate that to the audience is to have the hero go to the fresh grave of the dearly departed and fuck it." Okay, we've established you didn't like that scene. I think we can move on. No way! I love that scene. Oh my God, I am trying to get us past this, and it's a great scene and a great shot. One of the all-time classic shots in cinema history. Yeah, let's see. You've got the workers entering and exiting the factory in Metropolis. You've got Orson Welles walking past the mirrors in Citizen Kane. John Wayne standing in the doorway in The Searchers. Don Corleone with the cat in his lap in The Godfather. And now you've got Barry Keoghan in the rain, naked as the day he was born, face down, fucking a grave. Anything else? I agree that the ending was clunky, and I also found it a bit long. Sounds like a moderate recommendation for Saltburn from you as well. For Jeff Sewell, I'm Raymond Eaton, and until next time... Long enough, you'd touch coffin if you fucked a grave with it! The back row is reserved.